see what your theme is. And this is for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Let's see, Taurus. Taurus, your card that's coming out is organization. Organization. Let's see. Maybe you need to organize a little bit more, or this has something to do with an actual corporation or organization. But this is what it says. Your plans are on target and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your daily life. All right. So it really was about planning, organizing, okay? Because some of you guys are just getting up out of bed. There's nothing that's really put together, nothing organized, okay? And usually when that happens, you are not as productive as you will want to be. So this one is saying that things will go more smoothly if you are more organized, if you are planning more, okay? But I want to go ahead and finish reading what it says though. It says your plans are on target and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline, okay, and structure to your daily activities. It says the key to success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or someone who has the capabilities of helping you. And seek out someone for advice if you need it. So you are not organized, Taurus. Okay, there's a lot of things that you will be getting done. It says you're on target, but you're not organized. Like I said before, you're the type of person to get to work on time, but barely, right? You're still hitting your goal of, perfect attendance, but your shirt is barely tucked in, and your briefcase is full of mess, right? So that's basically what it's saying. Like you're doing what you're supposed to do, but it's not smooth. That is something that I'm saying. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to start with your tea leaf oracles. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. Taurus, all these tea leaf oracles will be clarified. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Taurus. This is for Taurus. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, okay. You guys had a lot that came out. Let me put that down. There's a few that fell on the floor, or one that fell on the floor. All right. One of the cards that came out here for you, Taurus, says deep personal strength and peace that assures success. This is really, really good. This says deep personal peace and strength, and your success is assured. Almost the same energy here with this one, where it says you are going to be hitting your goals and your target. Okay. It says that something may have happened in September, or you could be dealing with a Virgo or a Libra here. That's the two signs that I see, but it could have been something that may have happened in September. Okay. Now you also have financial pinch. Okay. It's not saying that, it could be for some of you, you are dealing with someone who has money problems. Okay. And they need your assistance. This could also mean budgeting better, same thing as organizing and planning, especially if you have your own business, or money could feel a little tight depending on your responsibility. Not saying that you're broke, but this could be responsibility dependent, right? That there's a little tightness with your funds. You got success again. This is so good. And then another card that's coming out says that there is some unsettled times that's here. And now this is a card that I will not overlook. I'm just going to put that right here and just clarify it a little bit later. It's just some things that you may experience. You may have experience, or you may experience. It may not be major, but you just have to prepare for it. Again, another reason to be organized and to prepare. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you guys did have a ring, which says a marriage will take place either romantically or as far as a business. So some of you guys may get married, or there's going to be a business partnership that's going to come in for you. But we're going to go ahead and see when we clarify with the cards. Overall, your energy looks really good last week. I think all last week, your reading looked absolutely amazing. Your cards looked good. And I'm pretty much seeing the exact same thing. Some stuff that you may have to, deal with, but I see you being able to overcome, because that's what success basically means. Now Now let's get to this Valley. Let's see what's happening here with Valley. For Taurus. Valley. And it could be upright or reverse. You have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is really good. There's going to be peace within your relationship. Okay? Relationships. Okay, now that just depends on, who you're not necessarily at peace with at the moment. You could have confrontation with a family member or a lover, but this is something that I'm saying. I also feel like someone is in heavy regret about what they did to somebody, because it feels like the Seven of Swords in reverse is saying that someone tried to get away with something, or, there was lies, there was cheating, and there could have been a relationship that may have ended because of that. But I do feel like there's a amends, like someone wants to make up. Like I have deep regrets. I'm sorry for treating you this way. Let me make it up to you. And it really could have something to do with anybody. It could be a family member, it could be a lover. But that's what I'm saying. Because I feel like there's change in someone. The Seven of Swords is that there's no deceit there. Okay. And I do feel like there's going to be a conversation, or someone wants to talk. And Valley is like deep, like it says, deep personal strength and peace. So there's going to be a deep conversation that you're going to have with someone over something that was done in the past. Okay. Again, past lover, a family member, or friend. That is what I see with that card. Okay. Because I feel like someone hasn't been able to express themselves, express their feelings. And you know what that means with repressed emotions. It can get a little hairy when someone hasn't been able to express how they feel. Someone does have deep feelings, deep emotions that they have not been able to express. Let's see what else is happening here though with Valley. Hopefully it goes pretty smooth with this conversation. The Two of Wands is in the upright, which is really good because there's forward progression, forward movement. I just feel like someone is reflecting on the loss, reflecting on the pain. Again, I still feel this energy of regret. And I feel like in order for someone to move on, they have to make amends for for their wrongdoing. And I don't know that this is a little sticky, because what if someone did something really horrible towards you and they're trying to contact you and you're like, I don't want no part of it. But I am kind of seeing that energy where someone is wanting to make amends. And then the Two of Wands also talks about a decision. So it depends on how this conversation is going to go, right? With a decision that's going to be made. Now you do have Ring, which talks about a commitment or partnership in business or marriage. So maybe this conversation that you're going to have could be a meeting about a business. Okay, let's see how much they're going to offer. That makes sense, right? I'll see how it goes and then I'll make my decision. But it also, plays in harmony or a role with personal relationships. Will I marry? Am I going to propose? Are we going to stay together? Based on this conversation that you're going to have with this person, you're going to make your decision. Okay. There's a decision that's going to be made. And again, it's hitting Valley. So this is deep. This is not something superficial. This is not one of those things. This is something that's very serious from what I'm saying. This could also have something to do with money. Okay. Maybe someone owes somebody money or something like that. But I really do feel like it's more so about the future. Okay. Let's get one more for Valley for Taurus. Valley for Taurus. And you have the Four of Pentacles. Oh, your Pentacle, your cards are coming upright. The Four of Pentacles is in the upright. Two of Wands talks about long-term planning future. Now, I do feel like if you guys are in some type of business deal, this is a conversation about partnership and about how someone is going to be putting their money in investments. Okay. Like, what am I going to get out of this deal? What am I going to get out of this investment? I'm telling you, as far as money wise, I see it hands down. Okay. Because it looks like someone has it, but they want to expand their money based on the conversation of the future. Like, let's say you get coins here. So let's say this is about stocks. This is about crypto. You guys have been wondering if you should invest in something. And I'm just using crypto and stock as an example. If I should invest in putting this in my business, should I invest in this product that's going to make me long term gain, financial gain? And some of you guys are talking to financial advisors. So I do see that there really is going to be a discussion about money. That's a fact. So we're not talking about personal emotions and stuff right now. We're talking about finances. And that, this financial pinch is like you're looking towards the future. Like, if I invest in this, I know I'm going to have the money in the future if I invest right, if I make the right decision in what I'm going to invest in, right? Because some of you guys, you have the money. It's not that you're poor, but you don't like to feel cramped. So you're trying to figure out how else you can make money. How else is something that I'm saying. So I feel like this is going to happen over a meeting, over some type of discussion with business. That's a fact. Okay. And it looks like you are going to, have some type of agreement because a marriage is being formed, a contract is being formed here. But like I said, this is also actually dealing with emotions and marriage and if we're going to be together, that type of thing. Because if truth be told, that even if you don't make a decision, it looks like somebody ain't going nowhere. Like, someone is very possessive. And they're like, they're sticking to you like white on rice. So this is something that I'm saying. I also feel like maybe you got into a relationship because you were overly optimistic about how far this can go. And there has been some problematic things that have happened where, maybe the person isn't opening up as much. They're not as communicative as they could be. There's been problems. And so you're trying to make a decision if this person is the right fit, if this person is meant to be with you forever. A ring is supposed to be a continuous thing, right? It means forever. And so that's something that I'm saying as far as a relationship. Let's go ahead. Let's get to September. Let's see what this is. Let's see who this could be here for Taurus. Let's get it. You guys have the 9 of Cups here in the upright. It's a wish fulfillment happening. Something may have happened already in September. Or I don't want to say next September because it's like God. Or that could happen, meaning your wish of being married will happen in September. Makes sense if you get engaged, right? Someone proposing to you. You don't get married overnight. Well, most people don't, right? Sometimes their engagement or the marriage will happen about 9 months to a year later because it's the planning, organizing, planning is involved. There is some planning here, I'm telling you, with investments or who you're going to invest in or marriage. But you're getting a wish fulfillment here with the 9 of Cups. So here we are. Like, there's something happening in Virgo season or Libra season, or you're dealing with a Libra or Virgo, where something really good is going to happen for you. And again, I feel like it may have already happened, right? But I do feel like this is also expansive because the 2 of Wands is future. So in the future, next year, around this time, I feel like something major could have occurred or will happen. Something that you really, really want with money or a relationship here. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. Taurus. Thank you. 4 of Swords. There's a lot of optimism that I see that's going to happen for you in the future. But that now here with the 4 of Swords, I'm trying to figure out if this is health issues. Because I'm looking at the month. And the month is Virgo and also Libra. So I feel like it's just something out of whack with you, out of balance, overindulgence, eating too much sweets, drinking. Oh, pinched nerves, fluctuation in energy. I do see tiredness here. Let's see what else is coming out here for Taurus. I see gaining weight. Some of you guys could be losing it. Yeah, fluctuation of energy. You guys got the Two of Pentacles. I feel like there's a lot of responsibility on you as well. Like you need to rest. There's a lot of demand. Remember when it says organization. So you're going to have to get organized. It's like, you know that your life is very demanding. And some of you guys are not making it easier by just jumping up and not being prepared, not planning. Okay, you're barely making it. You're barely getting in on time. You're barely getting your projects done. So you see, the organization card is on purpose because there's a lot that's on your plate. But for some of you, you have the inability to actually commit to something because you have like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym. Okay, well, you say it, but you don't do it because you're not organized. You don't have, you don't have a schedule or set plan. You're not structured. There's no discipline. Something like that needs to happen. Because again, I see you all over the place with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I just feel like you guys need better time management. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I want to get another one seriously here for September. Well, you guys need to make a decision by September, or you should have made a decision already, and now someone is complaining about something. I'm just telling you, this is past energy too, meaning something should have happened by now. Something should have happened by now, and it didn't. And now someone's tripping. Here you got the Chariot card. I see a lot of advancement. Okay, as far as business, career-wise, I see advancement. There's something going on in the home where someone feel like they are pulling, there's someone else is not pulling their weight. Maybe financial wise, maybe chores in the house. Someone is basically feeling like they're doing too much. And this could also be causing a lot of, maybe problems within the home. Okay, because somebody feels pressurized. I heard the word pressure. Some of you guys are feeling under pressure, feeling overwhelmed by the responsibility. And this happens even at your working career, right? Like the people are looking towards you to fix things. And now you're in demand. There's a lot of demanding energy. Now let's go ahead. Let's get the lobster here for Taurus. Lobster. The Queen of Cups came in reverse. I do upright, but I always pay attention to the reversal energy. Yeah, there's money problems here. Somebody that you're dealing with is having money issues. I feel like it could be a water sign. It could also be I don't know why I think it's earth fire combination, earth fire combination. It's saying that some of you guys are doing too much. You're giving too much. It's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this is not something that happened overnight. I feel like this has happened over time. Or I feel like your person is complaining about that, right? It's something dealing with like here. And it feels like it's been over a certain, like a course period of time. And it doesn't even have to be money, y'all. It truly could be your time and your energy. I'm just going to keep it real. Let's get lobster. You got a hermit here, Virgo. I really do feel like this is a health issue for some of you as well. Something about your nerves. I do feel like you guys are giving to either a Libra or a Virgo. And there's a water sign. I don't know why I said Pisces, but there's a water sign here. Could be Cancer, could be a mother energy, or someone who is a mother. Someone who is a mother. And someone who is a mother to me who feels like they got like a attitude problem, who talk very rough. This could be someone that you're with. This could be your actual mother. Because I feel like, there's arguments that happen because of whatever reason, right? Someone who's very moody or gets moody, or the complaint of attitude problem, complaints of moody energy here. And somebody is like, I want to be by myself. I want to be alone. Like, I need some alone time. Somebody's complaining about alone time, or there's someone complaining about like they don't have time to think. And someone is being pressured. There's a lot of pressure on somebody. That's the pinch energy with this lobster. Let's get one more. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles could be family, a family dynamic. I mean, it could be arguments over finances, or arguments over money. But again, I'm saying that there is definitely someone here that, there's children involved, especially when you have legacy. There's kids involved with this, or you are the child. Either way, I see that there's, arguments over family money, arguments over money, arguments within a family, about a lack of peace of mind, about needing peace. Let's go ahead. Let's get success here for Taurus. There it is. 5 of Swords is actually in the reverse. Really good. It needed to be in reverse because I see some conflict here. It may not be out in the open, but I feel like it's under the surface where something is brewing, where there could be a little resentment of negativity brewing. Some resentments, like I said, past resentments, but I feel like you'll be able to get over that. Because it's hitting the success card. So this is talking about some resolutions, finding resolutions to some problems that you're having with family, lovers. I mean, I'm not seeing it with the job too much, but it could be any type of conflict. This is you overcoming depression as well, though. I see that. And hurts. Speaking of which, you guys got the 5 of Cups literally in the reverse. That is crazy. You got hope that's coming back. For a lot of you, you have really suffered. So, the thing is that I'm saying here is that contentment is finally coming back. There's change happening. I love the fact that success is here. And all of these are in reverse. All the 5s are in reverse, which is really, really good. Because it's literally saying, this card literally says, finding peace, right? And you're also accepting people for who they are. You're learning that if you have to move on, you move on, whatever that means for you. If you have to end something, that's something that you will do. If you got to cut ties with people, that's something that you will do. And you will be successful with it. But it could also mean that someone successfully changed their behavior, change how they approach certain things, whether it's you or other people. Okay. And then you have the 3 of Pentacles, cooperation. Now you got success at your job. You got the 3 of Pentacles hitting success. Whoa. Okay. You are going places. I feel like there needs to be some action being taken about money. I think I said this before, or you're going to have to make a decision pretty quickly. Meaning that if someone calls you back from a job, they're going to be like, can you start in 2 weeks? Like, it's that type of thing, which sucks. And you may have to move to a different area, that type of thing. But overall, you will find success in your working career. Let's go ahead and get this ring. Ooh, wee. So I feel like someone needs to make a decision about love. And the only reason why someone isn't making a decision is because someone feels that they are like their partner isn't motivated enough. or maybe they make poor judgment calls, right? So somebody is like, I don't know if I want to take that risk, right? The Fool card is in reverse. Somebody's like, I don't know, this kind of risky. I don't think I want to take that risk, okay? That can cause problems, y'all. I'm just saying, because you got some unsettled times. That can cause problems if you don't take the risk of that. I feel like there is going to be, you know, someone will. I just feel like they may be dragging their feet. And yes, here with the Ten of Wands in reverse, like I said before, if you guys have a lot of responsibility, you know, it's being passed on to other people. You know, you don't have to have this on your shoulders, whether it's with work or family responsibility. I feel like there's this pressure that's being alleviated finally, right? And you are saying no to people who you feel like take advantage of you. And that's just something that I'm saying, okay? But this is what I have for you here, Taurus. Wait. I'm not done. I forgot. I almost didn't pull this. My battery is running down on my computer, so I got to hurry up. I want to see what these cards have to say really quickly. There is someone older than you that's giving you really, really good advice, or someone who's helping you. I see recover. I think I said before, if you're having a medical issue, I definitely see that you're healing from something, because you got nature, you're getting outside, getting into nature. You're eating better. Okay? And like I said before, there is some people that's giving you really good advice, or you're taking your own advice, and it's going to be good advice here, okay? And Divine Sun talks about, there it is, success, happiness, and power. Everywhere in your reading is success. I feel like this is so good. So again, we're on that streak again here, Taurus. Your reading looks absolutely amazing. But this is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel.